What's going on, guys? What's going on, everybody? What's going on? So, 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 Giannis has talked about if the Bucks don't win another championship, he will ask for a trade. He will ask for a trade. And this is very interesting. This is very interesting because Giannis I'm going to say this. Giannis is the best player for the Bucks. Like, you traded for Damian Lillard. I think this year, like, you traded for Damian Lillard. You traded for Damian Lillard. I mean, last year you traded for Damian Lillard. And that first year, Damian Lillard, Giannis appearance got you to the playoffs, but they got knocked out of the first round. I do think with Giannis, with Giannis, with Giannis, with Giannis saying he's going to ask for, he hasn't requested a trade or anything like that, hasn't requested a trade or anything like that. But I am going to say this: is that I think that Giannis is saying to the Bucks right now, we have a good team. Like, you signed Gary Trent Jr. You got a good team. You got a good team. You got Dame. You got Giannis. Giannis is looking right now at Philly, at Philly, at the Knicks, at Miami, at Cleveland, and at Indiana, and like, if we don't win a championship this year, I'm not questioning a trade. And I think with Giannis questioning that trade, it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting. Because now it's like, okay, what are we going to do to build a team around Giannis to win a championship and to put us back on top? To put us back on top. I think there's only two ways to do it. There's only two ways to do it. The one way is you better sign Giannis' brother back. The Bucks need to sign Giannis' brothers. The Giannis needs his brother back on the team because right now Giannis is balling. Don't get me straight on that. Giannis is balling. But I do think that Giannis wants to win a championship, and I know there's going to be trade rumors now that he said, if the Bucks don't put the right pieces around me, or if we don't win a championship, I'm leaving. He's telling the Bucks, you need to make a move right away. You need to make a move right away for the Bucks to win a championship. For the Bucks to win a championship. And I think with that, there's going to be, like, you have Dame, you have Doc Rivers. Like, when Giannis won his first championship, I think Giannis was excited about that because Giannis had his first championship. He had Chris Middleton healthy. He had Drew Holiday, who's now with the Boston Celtics. He had certain pieces around him. Like you have Middleton out, you have Chris Middleton out for probably 4 to 6 weeks, or if the Bucks make the playoffs. But I do see the Bucks, the Bucks putting pieces around Giannis so the Bucks can keep Giannis because we don't see NBA players stay with one team anymore. The only players we saw staying with one team when they were in the league was the great Kobe Bryant, was Dirk, was Tim Duncan, and and I'm just going to say this. Now we're seeing Steph stay with the Warriors. We see Giannis still on the Bucks. We don't see a lot of players today in the NBA on the same team. But Steve Kerr set sat out Draymond Green. Steve Kerr moved Draymond Green to the bench. No, Draymond Green is coming off the bench, which I think, like, when Draymond Green picked up his 20th technical foul, I think that Draymond Green, because Giannis is going to be in a bunch of trade rumors, like going to probably like trade rumors, him going to Golden State, him going to the Lakers, him going to the 76ers, him going to the Clippers. Giannis is going to be in trade rumors now that he said this. And with this said, Giannis is still one of the greatest players to ever play the game. Like, we can say that. But Giannis just needs one or two pieces because you got bounced out the first round. This is your second year with Doc Rivers and Damian Lillard, and you're 1-3 right now. The Bucks are 1-3 right now, and it doesn't look good. So with Giannis saying, "Oh, I'm going to probably, if something doesn't go good, if it doesn't go good, then I'm going to ask for a trade." Giannis is kind of like looking at the big picture. Are the Bucks, is this championship, or is this a NBA Finals team, or a playoff team, or a play-in team? Or is it championship or bust? That is what Giannis is looking at. Because he's looking at Philly, he's looking at Cleveland, he's looking at the Denver Nuggets in the West, the Phoenix Suns in the West, the Lakers in the West, the Kings in the West, the Cleveland. He's looking at all of these teams, like I said before, and saying, okay, this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen if I don't win another championship. This is what Giannis is probably thinking right now. If I don't win another, and I'm going, this is what Giannis is thinking. If I don't win another championship, I'm going to request a trade. He's looking at the big picture because Giannis has 2 years or 3 years left on his contract. So he's looking at the big picture right now. And that picture is, do you want to win a championship and be competitive? Because the Bucks are a competitive team right now. Do you want to be a competitive team or a play-in team and a playoff team? And I think Giannis, he has done everything that he planned out to do. Like, a lot of people a lot of people didn't know how to pronounce Giannis's name once he got into the league. People didn't know how to pronounce Giannis' name when he got into the league. So I think Giannis has done everything right for the Bucks. And I think he's looking at the big picture. He's looking at the big picture. Probably, if I don't win another championship, I'm going to leave. But I'm just getting the elephant out of the room about that. That Draymond Green is going to be a player. Draymond Green reminds me of Rasheed Wallace, reminds me of Ben Wallace when they played in the NBA. Because what Draymond Green brings to the Warriors is more defense, more playmaking. Now, I'm not saying that Steph Curry doesn't bring playmaking and defense. I'm saying you need to have Draymond Green out there for certain minutes. You need to have and I think with Steve Kerr putting Draymond on the bench, sitting him coming off the bench is a good thing because Steve Kerr, he won a gold medal in the Olympics. Draymond Green won a gold medal in the 2016 or 22 Olympics. Um, Draymond Green has 4 championships. Like when you have a player like Draymond Green that can play make, that can talk on defense, that can talk on offense, that can shoot the ball, I think that Draymond Green will be okay coming off the bench because you need to have probably 10 or a 1 or 2, 3 or 4 guys come off your bench and stay ready. And I think Draymond Green will do that because I think Draymond Green early in his career came off the bench for the Warriors, I think. But I can see Draymond still making an impact for the Warriors to either put them in the play-in or put them in the champion, put them in the play-in or put them in the NBA Finals. I can see that happening. I can see Draymond coming off the bench, give you 6 or 10 minutes, and shoot the basketball, get those easy money buckets, get those easiest money assists to Steph Curry to shoot easy money buckets, or to Buddy Hield, I can see Draymond doing that until Steve Kerr says, "Hey, you're going to start again. You're going to start again." But I can only see that happening if Draymond does a good job coming off the bench. But guys, sub if you're new and never give up your dreams. And stay blessed, everybody, and peace.